Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. I had a request for a couple subscribers that when I went through all of my coloring supplies, my miscellaneous, I only brought a few of my glitter gel pens out, and I said I didn't want to bring everything out. And I had a number of people say, why? We want to see all your glitter gel pens. So you guys asked for it. So I will show you all of my glitter gel pens. And then we are going to color a mandala together with glitter gel pens. First thing I'm going to show you is my handy dandy little rotating Carousel. I got this from Michael's when it was 50% off. I think normally it's like 50 bucks and I got it for 25. But I keep everything sorted by color, and then I made the inserts in here. The wells in here are quite deep, so I used some foam, not foam board, but and I glued them, hot glued them all together. I measured this all, so I made inserts to go in the bottom of all these because, like I said, they went down too far. As you can see in here, I didn't, and they're down much farther and they're harder to get at. So that's why these are up so far. So yeah, this is where I keep all of my miscellaneous gel pens of all different varieties, all different brands. So that is the first one, and I'm going to put this over on the floor so that I can bring over all of my other ones. These are one of my favorites. I have a couple of packs, and let me now bring you down a little bit. These are by, and I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Ledessin. I don't know. Anyhow, these are no longer available, unfortunately, because they color so nice. These are my go-to gel pens. Maybe because there isn't as many to pick from color-wise. I was in contact with the gal from this company a number of times because there were not any more refills available. And so she put them back out on Amazon, and so I bought a bunch. They come in packs of 4 for like 10 bucks or something. But then she stated that she got in contact with me, stated that they were no longer going to be available at all. These are what I all had, but then she gave me a really good deal on an additional 2 of the 4 packs because they found out that the lighter blue for some reason was leaking out. And so she did not include the lighter blue in these sets. So I do have a lot of refills now for these sets. So I think I'm set with these sets. So that is the Ledessin, I don't know, those glitter gel pens. Then let's go through my new favorite, and I did just do a review of the Chromatek glitter gel pens. Again, these do have the code on the barrel, and there's also a code on the refill that you can actually read. Most glitter gel pens or gel pens in general do not have a code, and if they do, it's really hard to read because it's in clear. It's just, you know, imprinted in the plastic, so it's impossible to read. So these are awesome. I have a bunch. Let me get over here and get to them. A bunch of refills for these already, so that I do not run out of my new favorite. All right, and you know me, I color with my glitter gel pens the most out of any coloring supply, so I am probably set for life as far as glitter gel pens. And then I have my next favorite. These are all of my Color Technique glitter gel pens. I have a couple sets of the 80s. These are all the 80 glitter gel pen sets. And then I do have one set of the 50. So that is them. And I have a couple sets of the refills for these. I've been going through quite a few of these refills, so I may just combine these two boxes together in a little bit. Then, and I showed you these too, I do have the Color It glitter gel pens. Well, this one has all the different types in it. It has the glitter, it has the metallic, the pastel, and then the neons. And then I have two sets of the glitter gel pens from Color It. And I have, of course, I got the refills. This is for the variety pack. And then I have 3 packs of the glitter gel pen refills. Oh, this is with that first batch. I don't use silver much at all, so I just put all of the silver ones in here. The only thing I use silver on is when I'm doing those mosaic books by Sun Life Drawing, because I go back over the lines with these. As everybody that uses glitter gel pens knows, these silver ones are not glitter. They are more metallic than anything, and so they're very opaque, and they color over your black lines, and I don't like that, so I don't use the silver at all. So that is the Color It gel pens. Then I have the Cali Art, and I love these. They color so smoothly. There are 48 gel pens in here and 48 refills. And they come like this in your typical, you know, plastic case. I won't get them out, but just your regular plastic case. I have a whole bunch of these, which I will be showing you my bins that I have of glitter gel pens also. And I also have a number of packs of the Tan Mitt glitter gel pens, and these are pretty much identical to the Cali Art that I just showed you, except for, because there are 48 in here also with 48 refills. The thing that's different about Tan Mitt, and they're about the same price, is, and I'll have to see if these are still on Amazon. I will link everything that I am showing you down below in the description. Look at the nice plastic case that these come in. I mean, it's really nice. It's a hard plastic, and you gotta pop, if I can do it, pop the top out, and then the sides, and then they open up like a book. You have to, you know, pop the top out of each one, but they're in this really nice plastic case. So I really like Tan Mitt just because of that, but they do color very smoothly like the Cali Arts. So I do have 3 packs of those. I'll put these back away. And they have this cute little, you know, drawstring on it too. If you want to carry them around, it's almost like a little bag, you know. So that is the Tan Mitt glitter gel pens. Now, last but not least, I have 3 bins. Let me get you back out a little close. Okay, I do have 3 of these bins. These are all of the additional Cali Arts that I have, and all of the refills. just all different kinds. Cali Art originally did not have the finger cushions on. I'm not sure if they all do now, but I do have some with the finger grips on too, the cushions. So yeah, these are all of my Cali Arts. And I keep them, the brands, in separate bins because of the refills. I know which refills go with what brands. Then I have these, and these are all of the, I don't know if you can read that. It's Monday night, so I have the lights on here. These are Rayon, Reaeon. So these are all of my Rayon glitter gel pens. And last but not least, this is a brand I haven't heard of. It's called Be Only Natural. And I kind of forgot I had these. So that's why the bin is so full. I haven't been using these much, and that's why they're still in such nice order. But these color really nicely too. They do not have the finger grips on, but they color really nicely. I'm not sure again if these are still available or not. They were very, very reasonable when I bought these. So that's why I have so many of them. But again, if they are available, I will link them down below. So, I don't know. Do you think I have enough gel pens or what? I think they'll last me a little while anyhow. All right, pardon my arm. I'm going to put everything over here. I think tonight I had already done a coloring with the Chromatek. So I think we will color, let's see, should we do the color technique or should we get out the color it? I haven't colored with the color it. Colored with the color it. Yet. Well, we'll use the color technique. I can't remember if I colored with these for a picture on screen yet or not. I'm going to get all of my refills up here so I have room to color. I think I will get out the set of 80. Everything's falling over. As you can tell, I use these so much that even with the refills, I am running out of some colors. These I opted to keep in the case. I didn't want to put them in a bin. They are, you know, you can find the colors easier when you keep them in here and you just, you know, open it up. So yeah, of course I'm missing a purple. And okay, so maybe I will use, nope, that's the Chromatek, Chromatek, never mind. So we are going to color a mandala out of this book. It is called The Craft of Coloring. It is a smaller book, as you can tell by my hand. I'm not sure if it says the publisher. Yeah, just The Craft of Coloring. So there's no author or anything like that. But it is a smaller book, nothing super detailed or anything like that. So we will color. I kind of picked one out. I figured it was a little bit of an easier mandala to color on screen tonight and just get a video out. Okay, so I'm going to take a sip before we get started. I have no idea what colors we should use. Maybe we'll do a yellow, blue, and green one, maybe. And stay away from my favorites, purples and pinks. So, let's see. I'm going to do a little scribbling on a piece of paper. This is pretty much what I do to see if I like how the colors go together. So that's like a royal blue. Let's see what this would look like. I don't want to go for one that's not full because I don't want to have to take the time to dig out a refill while I'm recording. Let's see. Okay, maybe this yellow looks good. I wonder what this, I don't think I like this. No, that's a neon yellow. I don't want that. How about this green, and just keep my fingers crossed that I don't run out. Yeah, I don't think I like that either. I know, picky, picky, picky. Some of these are really getting empty and they're gonna need a refill, so that's more what I'm looking for. But I'm afraid I'm going to run out. So let's go back to that one. And I think maybe I'll pull out another color just in case I need it. Maybe we'll go with that one anyhow. And I'll pull out a different blue in case I need another color. Okay. That one's kind of similar, isn't it? Let's go with, yeah, we'll go with that. All righty, we found some colors. So how is everybody doing? I'm not real sure when I will be getting this uploaded to YouTube, but I did want to get another one recorded. I didn't get as much recorded over the weekend as I wanted to, and I'm going to move you down here a little bit, get you straightened out. Okay. Maybe don't need to be that close there. Okay, let's start in the middle with a yellow. This is another gel pen that does color very nicely. They're very nice and juicy, so I do like them. But like most gel pens, they do not have the color numbers or names or anything on them, so hence the reason why I am falling in love with those Chromateks. I'm not sure, I haven't looked recently, but I know the set of 50 must have gotten sold out in a hurry because they have not been available for a while now. Last time I looked, the set of 30 with 30 refills was available, as was the separate refills, and I think the 50 set of refills was available, but the set of pens themselves wasn't. So fingers crossed they will get some back in stock. I will link them down below just in case they do get some more back in stock. And I am a little jerky as far as coloring tonight, so hopefully I don't go out of the lines. Oh, this one ain't coloring. Okay, there we go. So yes, it is a Monday evening, the start to another week. I know, boo. The one good thing about this week, we are actually getting, or going to be getting, warm weather. By Wednesday, we are supposed to be in the 40s, and on Thursday, we are supposed to get near 50 degrees. Can you believe it? It was not that long ago that we were way below zero. So yes, we are very much looking forward to that. We're supposed to get a bunch of rain now, and so we have flood alerts out. because they anticipate the rivers rising quite a bit. So we can only hope and pray that, you know, there will only be some localized, you know, flooding, nothing too widespread or, you know, too bad anyhow. Let's see. So, yeah, yay for warmer weather. Get some of that snow off the roofs. There's like a couple feet of snow up on the roofs, and yeah, that's a lot of weight on the top of your house. That's heavier than Santa Claus being up there, right? Okay, let's go with maybe this blue. I told Bob, I said, yeah, all the kids and stuff, especially the high schoolers, the guys and stuff, they'll all be having their shorts on. Of course, those guys wear shorts year round. I know when Cameron was still in high school, a whole bunch of his friends, you know, they just wear shorts year round. Could be 30 below, and they would have shorts on. And I'll see that with other younger kids, like at Walmart and stuff too. Going into Walmart with shorts on, some of them just with short sleeves and no coat. It's like, boy, you guys are warm-blooded, hot-blooded. We're all bundled up in our big winter coats, and they don't hardly have anything on. Oh, to be young again, huh? It's my son's birthday. I was talking to Bob about that. Tomorrow is his birthday. And he's getting to be so old. He is going to be 27. Oh. And my youngest is going to be 25 in October. It's like, how did they get so old so fast? Because the older they get, that means it's the older that I am. Oh, heaven. Don't want to think about it. My oldest is getting close to 40. Oh, I can't believe that. That is unreal. Because, yeah, this year she will be 38. Wow. Of course, you know, I had her when I was 10, right? I did have her when I was young, but not quite that young. So, yeah, everybody's getting older. Cameron's been married now for a couple years. So we're waiting to see when they're going to say they're having a baby. Okay. Let's put these circles as yellow. Am I in close enough, guys? Maybe I'll go in one more. Last weekend when Bob and I had gone out to eat, we were driving over to a family restaurant that we like over in Mosinee. And we went past where Bob knew there had been a deer hit. So it was dead over in the ditch. And guess what we seen flying overhead and then land in a tree right close by us? was a big bald eagle. Oh, was he beautiful. Boy, those birds are gorgeous. It's no wonder they're our national bird, so, oh, it's like you wanted to stop and just watch them. Only seen the one, though. I remember when I used to live out in Rib Falls, we would have a pair of bald eagles across the road. It was woodsy down there, and then there was a river down the hill there. And they would nest over there. And so we would get to see them teaching their babies to fly and stuff. It was so awesome. Just loved, you know, we waited for that every year. And then here around home, I keep hearing a cardinal outside. I just, oh, I love cardinals. Especially in wintertime when you see that bright red of the male against the, you know, the white snow, and he just sticks out so bright. And they have a very distinct sound to them. That was always one of my mom's favorite birds too. That and hummingbirds, and that happens to be I love hummingbirds. That's my favorite bird. But I love cardinals too. Oh, I wish I wasn't so shaky tonight. It's really hard to color when you are kind of shaky. It's even harder to do diamond painting accurately. I kind of give up on that then, because you can't get them on straight, especially if you're doing a square diamond painting. It's pretty impossible. So if I don't stay completely in the lines, you know, and I don't know why my meds affect me this way sometimes, and then other times not. Or if my blood sugar goes real low, and I really get shaky. And I gotta quick get something to eat. And then it goes away. I can pretty much feel it coming on though, because I start getting really warm and I start just feeling funny, you know. But I am not diabetic, so. And this just happens since my bariatric surgery. I never had this happen to me before then, so it just must, I don't know if I metabolize sugar differently now for some reason. If there are any other people out there who had the gastric bypass, does this happen to you? I thought I heard one other YouTuber say that she had it too. I can't remember who it was though. So yeah, we've been seeing some pretty birds. The other day, I think it was last weekend, there was a whole bunch of crows or blackbirds or whatever you want to call them across the house here in that field play area that I talk about. That's part of the Catholic school over here. And there must have been, I bet you, close to a dozen of these big things just cawing away and making a huge noise. My heavens. They can be loud. Well, they're such a big bird to begin with. It was, oh gosh, it was quite a while ago. Bob and them actually seen a robin. I'm like, what the heck is a robin doing around here? That's when we still were getting a bunch of snow, and it's like, did he forget to fly south? Alarm clock not go off or what? At least I think robins fly south like the geese and stuff, don't they? I guess that's what I assumed. Never assume anything, right? I don't know. Do they fly south? I thought most all of the summer birds did fly south. What do I want to do? I don't have much green in this yet. Well, maybe I'll put yellow in here and green around it. So yeah, I just wanted to do a color in chat after showing you all my glitter gel pens. I didn't want to just do that for a video, so I thought, well, as long as I had them all out, we might as well color something together. I will go ahead and link this book down below in case anybody is interested in it. I like it because it doesn't have, real fine detailed mandalas. They're all easier mandalas, so if you want to just color something quick, nothing detailed, just some nice stress-free, non-thinking type of coloring. Best kind of coloring sometimes, right? Where you don't think, you can just sit and listen to YouTube. That's typically what I will do. Listen to a YouTuber, color tuber doing a color and chat, or because when they're showing supplies or how to do something, you can't really sit and color. Or if they're doing flip throughs of books, I don't like to sit and color because then I'm missing what they're all showing. Can't do that. There might be a book I want. I'm terrible. I am enabled way too easy. Oh my heavens. I have to quit that. I have quite a few books that I just got today and Friday that I am going to do a flip through video of after I am done with this. Figure as long as I have my camera, my phone, and everything set up, I might as well record a second video tonight. My grandson's in the other room, so I may have to get him into bed before I record that second video. He has a doctor's appointment in the morning, so he won't be going to school in the morning. So first thing he asks Mom, can I stay overnight but Grandma's dead? So she always says, it's up to Grandma. Well, what am I going to say? No, go home. That wouldn't be very nice. And he gives me these great big eyes and, puts his lip out and bats his eyes at me. It's like, okay, how can you say no to that? He knows how to work, Grandma. Most kids do, and so they know how to work their parents too. They want something, so they bat them pretty eyes at you, right? Maddie hasn't quite learned that one yet, but probably won't take her long. Last weekend I went to the Dollar Tree. Got her a couple packs of Play-Doh. Just, those itty-bitty containers. And my heavens, that was the best buck I have ever spent. Oh my heavens, that girl sits and it's the first thing she asks about when she gets here in the morning. Play with Play-Doh? Of course, she has all the colors mixed together, but hey, if she don't care, I don't care. It's her Play-Doh. All right. So yeah, I don't care. And then Grandpa played with her the other, must have been last Friday. See, this is running out, but I already had a refill picked out for this one, so so we'll just pop the refill in here. That's why I thought I could go ahead and use this one, because I already had a refill out. I was doing a picture with this one, and I knew it was getting low, so I had already had the refill picked out. So I think what I'm going to do for all those other refills in the containers that I showed you, because it's so hard to, you know, fumble through those packs of all those refills, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the packs and I am going to bundle them by color. So I'm going to put all the yellows together and all the greens, etc. And then I'm just going to rubber band each color group together. And then when I need a refill, I just have to grab that group. And I think that will make it much faster than, like I said, fumbling through 80 refills, you know, of all the different colors. That can take a while. Especially when you don't really know if it's a match or not, so then you gotta scribble it on a piece of paper just to see if it matches and it's the one you want. Oh, the headaches of coloring with glitter gel pens. Oh, I do want to remind everybody, oh, this probably isn't going to help. It's Monday night, so, and I probably will not be putting this up right away. I was going to say tonight by midnight is the deadline for entering the 750 subscriber giveaway, but tomorrow morning I will be picking the winner for that, and this video may go up after that. So, guess it doesn't help to tell you that, does it? So yeah, I will be picking the winner for that. I am getting close to 900 subscribers. I just cannot believe this. I want to thank you guys so much. I have been getting such awesome comments on my videos, and it just makes my day. And some of them are so hilarious. You guys make me laugh. Which is especially helpful if I'm kind of having a bad day, and you brighten my day, make me smile. So I don't want to use dark blue, don't want to use light blue, don't want to use green, so I guess we have to put yellow in here. Process of elimination. Again, I know I've said this before, and I do have many ideas for future videos. I have a list that keeps growing, which is good. I am so glad that I am not running out of ideas for videos. And I just wanted to say, though, that if you do have a request to have me show something, maybe it's a complete review you want of something I showed in one of my videos, or just something that you thought of that you would like to see me do, feel free to let me know down in the comments, and I will be more than happy to do that. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do the dark blue here. Now we're getting out to the larger areas. You know, I watch other people color with the glitter gel pens, and I noticed we all color differently. It's like, huh, I don't color like that. And of course, there's no right or wrong way to color with any color medium. You color however you're comfortable with. I just color straight back and forth. And I'll go one way and then I'll go the other. However, I can fill in that space the quickest, because I'm a very impatient colorist. And I think that that is why I color with pencils the least, because they are definitely a medium that takes the longest. And yet you can do some, you know, just fantastic things with pencils when you start blending and doing things like that. But yeah, it, you know, it really takes time to do that. So yeah, I have to. And that is one thing on my to-do list. You know, getting out my Prismas, getting out my polychromos, and my Holbeins. The video that I am going to be doing for Saturday, and I don't know if you all seen my other video where I talked about how Miss Ann, Mama Fruit Bat from A Colorful Life, and I are doing a collaboration of one of Tim Jeff's pictures. We are not doing the same picture. We're doing different pictures. And it's, you know, from one of his intricate ink animal books. And we will be posting our videos this Saturday. And I am coloring mine with a variety of different alcohol markers, and then going over it with pencil with my polychromos. I initially was going to go over it with Prismacolor, but I am doing the hummingbird, and it's got lots of little lines, you know, in for the feathers. And the polychromos just, I mean, the Prismacolor just doesn't stay crisp, you know, enough. You needed a harder lead pencil. So I decided to go with the polychromos, and that does work better than the Prismacolor. So I sat down over the weekend. You know, so many times when I color on camera here, I just pick colors on the fly, you know, like a lot of us do. But that is one picture. There is no way I could pick them out sporadically, you know, just spur of the moment, because I am coloring my picture realistically, and Anne is coloring hers non-realistically in like fantasy colors. So I found a picture of the most beautiful hummingbird I have ever seen. And what was it called? The fiery-throated hummingbird, I think. So I do have a reference picture that I am going to be using. And of course, I am not going to be able to make it look just like that reference picture. Number one, you can't find a reference picture that is positioned just like the picture you're coloring. So you kind of have to use your imagination as far as how the animal, or in this case the bird, is sitting versus what your reference picture is showing. It's kind of different if it's like a flower, you know, and it's kind of sitting the same way. but a lot of times you can't find a picture of, like I could not find a picture of this fiery-throated hummingbird that was looking in flight and in position just like the picture that Tim drew. So I just have to make do with what I have. And like I said, I am extremely nervous about coloring that. And it may be a total flop. I don't know. I've only colored one other picture out of those books because they just intimidate the heck out of me. I have a lot of books that I guess just intimidate me, and you know, they shouldn't. If you ruin a picture in it, you ruin a picture. I have heard of how many different people that have ruined a picture in a coloring book, so they buy a whole new coloring book. Now, I don't think, even though it would bother the heck out of me, especially if it's one of my more, what do you want to say, premium coloring books, a more expensive coloring book versus, you know, just a mandala book that ended, you know, picture ended up blech. But I still don't think that I would purchase a whole new book just because of it. You know, I've heard of people purchasing 2 copies just so they could use, you know, alcohol markers and not worry about, you know, ruining the backside because they had a second copy. That I guess I can kind of understand. Or because they loved the book so much, they wanted a second copy. But to buy a whole new book just because you ruined one picture, although it does sound like something I would do. I can be such a perfectionist, and it does really upset me if I really screw up a picture. And I guess that's why the books intimidate me. But it's like, you know, you spend that amount of money on a book and then you leave it sit on your bookshelf. That's, you know, that's a shame. All your books want love, right? Spread the love. I know I have many, many, many coloring books I have not colored out of yet. And I definitely want to get to more of them. That is one of my goals this year. And the other goal is to completely finish a few of them that I am really close to finishing. I have a number of my design books, Color and Create, and a few by Janine Morrison that I have, you know, well, Janine's, I think, all 3 volumes, I think I am maybe have a dozen, less than a dozen pictures out of the entire book. And there are a lot of pictures in there, so. Of course, the ones that are left are the ones that I don't, you know, they don't call to me as much as, you know, the other designs did. Do you find yourself doing that too, as you look through a book and you just, all of a sudden, one of the pictures just calls to you and says, color me, color me? It happens to me. And a picture may call to you one day and the other ones are just like, eh. And then you look through the same book a day or 2 later and it's completely different. The one you wanted to color is just like, eh. And the one you didn't want to color all of a sudden speaks to you. That happens to me a lot. Let's go in with the green again so we can get some more green in here. I I do want to shortly get out another color in chat. Excuse me. And the new Jade Summers Grayscale book. The Chibi Girls 1 and 2. I have a picture picked out in there. You've probably seen it marked if you've seen my flip through video of the new books I got. I think I put that up. Let's see, was it over the weekend or on Friday? I think it was over the weekend I put that one up. This may be a longer video than I thought it was going to be. Thought with this being an easy mandala that it wouldn't take so long. How long are we at? See, we're almost at an hour already. We're at 50 minutes. Wow. How time flies when you're having fun. But I'm not going to split this up into 2 videos. I'm just going to have it as one color and chat. I prefer to do that rather than having to make 2. You know, it's a lot more work to, you know, make 2 thumbnails, to get 2 of them in the editor and edit it all and get it uploaded. And just easier doing the one. Plus, I know a lot of us, me included, I like the longer ones. Let me know if you are the same way, or if you would prefer me splitting them up. I guess I'm kind of curious. I will do what you guys want. These videos are for your enjoyment. They're for my enjoyment too, though, because I am so enjoying this YouTube channel. I was really hesitant about making the decision to start it up again. You know, I had made just that one video number of years ago, and that was for the Fantasia flip through. I had been asked by the publisher, you know, to do a flip through and review of that 2nd edition before they put it live on Amazon. Again, why they picked me, I have no idea. I didn't have a YouTube channel at that time, and I mean, yes, I posted a lot on Facebook, but, and so, oh my heavens, you should have seen the preparation I made for that video, and I bought a tripod, and took me forever to get it set up on the dining room table, and I had written down a whole script I was going to say, and oh my heavens, I was so nervous. I look back on that video once in a while and I just laugh. I'm like, oh, of course I was the same way yet when I started this up again. My very first videos, I was just a nervous wreck. And I think most of us are. You know, when you start your YouTube channel, you don't know what you're doing. At least I didn't. I don't think, you know, most of us do. You don't know what to expect. You don't know, you know, you just know your basic record, you know how to record, probably using your phone. And you just learn as you go. You know, as far as editing, and I just did everything on my phone in iMovie, and made my thumbnails. I didn't even know how to make thumbnails. I just let the generic one upload that YouTube picked. I mean, I didn't like them, but I thought, you know, what else am I going to do? Let's do this over here. That's why I kind of flip back and forth, because I know these are dry then and that one's wet. If you ever wonder why I'm going back and forth. And I'm out of off camera. So yeah, it is learn as we go. And you'll notice that with all of the channels, if you go back and look at our first videos, chances are they're pretty different than how they are now, depending on how long the YouTube channel has been up. I know I have learnt many things. I no longer edit on my phone. I go and I do everything on my laptop now. I know how to create thumbnails thanks to Sandy from Color Creatively. I asked how she was making her thumbnails, and she told me the app that she uses on her phone, and it is awesome. I love it. You can do it on the laptop too, and so I have that installed on the laptop. There's a lot more options on the laptop though. I'm just so familiar with the app, so that's how I'm continuing to do it. And the picture is right there on my phone, so I can just, you know, immediately do it after I take a picture that I want to use as the thumbnail. So yeah, we learn as we go, and we learn from each other. You know, I've asked questions of, you know, other color tubists, and they ask me. I am still working on that video. I want to get that done probably on Friday or Saturday for the subscriber who asked how I record my videos. So I have not forgotten. It is on my to-do list. So yeah, it's been sitting there for a while, and I have been thinking about how I'm going to do it, and it's been bugging me because it's been sitting on my to-do list. So yeah, I want to get that one done and shown for this gal who had the question. Okay, now what color? I think we'll go with the lighter blue, even though it's right here, because I can't put green. I don't want to do the yellow, because I think I'm going to put yellow in these. Maybe green. Unless I do the dark. Yeah, I think I'll go with the dark blue. And then I'm going to bring in the light here. This pen seems a little bit scratchier than the others for some reason. If you can hear it, I don't know why. I don't typically have any problems with these color techniques, and they're a very reasonably priced pen, and the refills too. So, and I do believe that these are still available on Amazon. Bless you. Jaden's sneezing away in there. There was the cutest story on the news the other day. I just love it when you get these feel-good stories that they show on the news instead of just all the bad news of today. There's just too much of that. So when you get a good story, it makes you feel so good. There was this girl, and she must have been, I didn't hear how old she was, but she looked to be in maybe 10, 11-ish. And she would go to this nursing home. And she was so good with these elderly people. She would sit on the bed with these people and just, just pay attention to them. And these residents just loved it. They loved her. She was just the kindest little girl. Well, not that little, but. And she would ask these residents, she would take a pad of paper and a pen, and she would sit on the bed with them, and she would tell them or ask them, if you could have any 3 things in the world, what would they be? And you know what she got answered? What the majority of the residents answered? Just real basic, simple things. And for some reason, the most commonly asked for thing was Vienna sausages. Isn't that strange? For those of you who know what Vienna sausages are, they're just real small little sausages, and I believe they come in a can, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know if they all love these Vienna sausages and they don't get them at the nursing home or what. And then other things were just your basic everyday things, whether it be food. One lady really liked this particular brand of, I think it was candy. And some others were just, real basic supplies. And like one, I forgot what fruit it was. She just loved this fruit. Was it melon or something? And so this girl, with her mom, would go shopping. And she would, if it was at all in her power, she would get the residents the things that they wanted most. And then she would bring them back and she would surprise them with, some of the things that they wanted. And some of them were just moved to tears that this little girl would take the time not only just, to spend with them. That alone they just ate that up because, they don't get as much attention in those nursing homes. And then you have this young one, and typically young ones don't want to spend time with the elderly. Number one, they don't know what to say to them. And number two, they get nervous around them, or, so to have this young girl sit and take the time with them, and then she brings them back things that they have asked for and never expected this girl to go get them. Almost brought me to tears just listening to the story and watching this girl sitting with these people, on their bed with them, and how she could so easily talk to these people, It was just awesome. It was just such a feel-good story. I just love stories like that. Or what some people will do for other people and help them out and stuff. It's just, love those kind of stories. There are so many good people in this country too. Well, all countries, not just this country. Unfortunately, they sensationalize the news more towards the bad stuff that happens. And that's why sometimes you get these shooters who want to do all these mass shootings and kill the most, out of anybody for the fame. Whether they're killed in the process or not, most of them don't care. And boy, to want to get famous for killing the most people out of anybody is just, Sad. Sad, sad, sad that somebody has to live a life like that. Anyhow, let's get off of that subject. But yeah, I thought it was cute that, you know, there have been actually a number of feel-good type of stories lately involving kids. And it's so nice to hear that kids are actually getting involved more. When there was a story not too long ago that due to the weather, that's when we were having one of our snowstorms a couple weeks ago. So these Boy Scouts, their meeting was canceled due to the weather. So a bunch of them got together anyhow with their scout leader, and they went around Wausau and they shoveled sidewalks and driveways for people that couldn't do it themselves. They had gotten a listing from the city of people, and yeah, they went around with shovels and a few snow blowers and just went to work all day and got a bunch of sidewalks cleared and driveways. And thought, now that is teaching those boys good things. I think the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts are just awesome. They have, you know, they teach kids such good things to use in life. And that's why I'm so glad my grandsons are all in the Boy Scouts. They have such good morals that they teach, and patience, but yet they give them things to work forward, you know, to look forward to and work towards with their patches they get on their shirts. And of course they all like being in the parades in the summer, throwing out the candy. It's a good time for them. Has anybody had any feel-good stories in their neck of the woods? How about overseas? I know I got some international subscribers now. Not a lot, but some. Some over yonder, over the ocean, and some north of me in Canada. I know I'm getting closer and closer to my 1,000 subscriber benchmark, and oh, I just can't believe it. So I may be having another giveaway shortly. And that one, fortunately, will include international. I can't do every giveaway to include international, unfortunately, but there are some that I do want to include international. To thank you guys too for your support of the channel, your interaction with me. Or even not, even if you are a silent subscriber. I know you're out there. And so you're still supporting the channel in one form or another. If you are watching the videos, that all helps me. because we get analytics on how many minutes our videos are watched, and you know, how many likes or dislikes, how many comments. We don't see them by name or anything, so don't think that. You know, we don't know if, oh, she only watched the intro and, you know, turned it off right away. No, we can't see that. We just see stuff, you know, we can go in and look at our analytics and just see stuff in general. You know, which video got the most views. So you know, maybe want to do something similar. Or if a particular video didn't get many views at all, it's kind of nice to know those things, and that's why they give us that information that we can look up. So let's go ahead and do these yellow circles here, and I think I'm going to do the ones on the outside too. I really do like doing my circles in yellow. For some reason, I don't know why, but I do. I've always been like that. Or else in some lighter color. Maybe I should just surprise myself and do them in a dark color once, huh? And put lighter color around it. Wednesday, Heather has her ultrasound, but they have decided they're not going to find out the sex of the baby. That's, I was going to say, getting more unusual, and it was unusual a number of years ago, but you do hear more and more that are opting not to find out now. Although with his movement of these gender reveal parties, I don't know. That's to each their own. I mean, but the very creative ways that they come up with to show what the gender of their baby is. Oh my heavens. Some of them are very creative. So yeah, she goes in for that. I can't believe she's like halfway through her pregnancy already. Seems like it was just yesterday she told me. You can see when I color, I always just do an outline most of the time, and then I'll color it in. Sometimes when they're a bigger space like this, I don't do the whole thing like this, but I opted to do these. These are kind of in between size, so. And this video's getting kind of a little bit longer than what I thought it was going to be, so. So yeah, I'll have that video to make in the morning. And that one will be a short one, just to draw the winner. And I'm hoping this time, I noticed last time when I watched back just, you know, a little bit of the video to see if everything looked okay and it came out okay, that the volume level when I recorded my computer screen was very, very soft compared to when I am recording with my phone. And so there must be a volume level I have to adjust. I have to use a separate USB mic when I record on my computer screen, because this one won't work. And so something must have to be set in the software that I use to record my computer screen. So I'm going to have to check that out in the morning before I record and pick the winner, because, well, last time it was already all done, so it couldn't be redone. The winner was already picked, and I didn't want to pick another winner. That really wouldn't have been fair. I mean, you guys wouldn't have known, but I didn't want to do that. The scale won fair and square. So, yeah. Bob was going to bed before I started recording this, because I said I was going to wait till he went to bed to record it, because I knew I wasn't going to be done with this video before he went to bed. He goes to bed rather early, so I waited till he went to bed, and I'm like, you don't think I'll keep you awake with my talking in here, do you? And he's like, no. I said, well, I'll wait until I think you're asleep. He's a pretty heavy sleeper. And I go, but that's right, you fall asleep within seconds anyhow. He just laughed. I can be talking to him out in the living room, and 1 second I'm talking to him and I'll ask him a question and I don't get a reply, so I look over there, and there he is sleeping. This man can sleep anywhere, and yeah, he can fall asleep at the drop of a hat. But it's because I know he's tired, you know, working all day, and he works hard, so to come home and fall asleep in the chair after supper, I guess I can't blame him. So let's do it. Can't do green, so maybe we should do a light blue and then the darker blue, because the can't do dark blue. So yeah, we'll do the light blue and the dark blue, and then maybe green up here. Sound good? Sounds good. I haven't been recording a whole lot at night, but this morning I thought I was getting up at 6:15, and only to find out that this alarm clock that I bought out of my Christmas money does not automatically adjust to daylight savings time. And I didn't notice it last night. I actually had gone to bed early last night. I went to bed at 11:15, which is quite early for me. And yeah, it said 6:15 this morning, and I thought, okay, you know, let's get up, Bella. And I get out here and I look, and it's 7:15, and I'm like, what? Because I wanted an alarm clock that would, I'm sure you guys have seen it, where it shines the time up on the ceiling or wall or wherever you want it. I have it shining up on the ceiling above me, because if I tried to flip over, turn over, and look at my clock on the nightstand, Bella would wake up, and then she'd want to get up, no matter what time of the morning it was. Oh, I did that the wrong way. Crud, bud. I wonder what it would look like if I went over the top. Yeah, that looks okay. So yeah, I opted to get that kind of an alarm clock, because I tried moving my alarm clock up on my dresser so I could just, you know, look over and see the time too, but I still had to kind of half sit up to see the time, and any kind of movement, and Bella's like, Mom's up, let's go. So that wasn't really working either. So I thought, what about those alarm clocks that portray or display the time on the ceiling or wall or wherever you need it? And so I thought, okay, I am going to get one of those with my money from Christmas. And I love it. It works so good. I know some people say that they could never have that up above them. It would drive them crazy and they wouldn't be able to get to sleep. It doesn't bother me in the least. But I did read in the reviews, because I always read reviews before I buy things on Amazon, that it came with 2 different colored lights, or you could buy, you know, one model. One model came with, I think it shone with a green light, and then the other model that you could get was red. And it seemed to be the consensus that the green light was kind of bright and annoying. You can adjust the brightness, you know, if you want it dimmer or brighter. I have mine quite dim, just so I can, you know, make out the time up there. I don't need it super bright. And so I did opt to get the one with the red numbers. And yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. I mean, once I close my eyes, I can't see it. Bella told me it bothers her, though. Because she looks up there and sees that time, and then, you know, that's why she's waiting for Mom to wake up. Come on, Mom. It's time to go out potty. And Mom says, no, it's not. Dogs have no sense of time. They just know when they gotta go, they gotta go. It's so cute. With every snowstorm, Bob would have to dig out like a little penned area in the snow, so she's got somewhere to go. Number 1, number 2. And so, yeah, she's got a penned-in area, and I don't think she likes that. She always tries to see out over the big bank that's around that area now. And she always likes to, you know, hunt around for a spot for heaven only knows how long. It's like, can't you just go out here and go, especially when it's below 0? And she's freezing her feet. I'm freezing everything. And still, she takes forever. Or she stands up on her hind legs like a little meerkat. That's what she reminds me of. She might hear somebody up by the mailboxes or something, and she'll stand up on her hind legs and look over there to see who's there. Or heaven forbid, if somebody drives past slow, and she always thinks it's somebody coming here. I tried to get her in for a haircut with, I take her into PetSmart, and she needs her toenails trimmed again, and because that's something she will not let me do. So I thought, okay, I will let them do it. And so I was going to make her an appointment for this Friday, because she is getting really bushy. You can see the Pomeranian in her now, which I think is cute as hell. I think she is so cute like this, but it is getting kind of shaggy by her eyes and by her butt, because she has a harder time pooping. So yeah, gotta get her in for a haircut. Her fur grows so fast. And so I tried, I just book mine online at PetSmart.com. You know, you log in and they even have a, you know, they already know your pet and everything. So I tried booking it with the gal that I normally book her haircuts with, because I really like this gal. She's so good with Bella. And it came up with the notification that her rabies vaccination had expired. And I'm like, what? And thought I heard her whining back here. I'm like, what the heck? I thought she had a good, you know, another year to go or something. And so I got out her records from the vet that I keep, and now she was due for one in January, along with her other shots. So I gotta see if I can get her in this Friday when I don't have Maddie or Jaden. And see if I can get her in for her shots. And then she can have a haircut. So yeah, it's always something, isn't it? Those darn pets. Yeah, she definitely needs her claws trimmed, and it's easier in the summer because she goes for at least one walk every day, and so she's out walking on the sidewalk on the concrete, and that definitely does help to keep her her claws wore down. And so they don't get near as long. She still chews them though. I mean, it can be right after her haircut, so I know her nails are not long. They've just been trimmed, and she still sits. She'll lay down and... Della, what's the matter? Oh, Callie's in the way, and she don't want to go by the kitty. So she's sitting back here just a whining because she wants to come by me. But she won't go by the kitty. It's okay, Bella. Come here. He says, I want to, Mom, but I'm afraid. Go away. Go around the other way, Bella. She says, I don't understand what you're saying. So yeah, gotta get those shots so she can get in and get a haircut. But yeah, she sits there and chews and chews and chews on those nails. Tempted to put on that. Isn't there some bitter stuff or something that you get for people to put on their fingernails when they chew their nails? Get that and put that on her nails. I don't know why she does that. If it's a nervous habit for her too. I have to... It's a good thing I'm taking her to the vet anyhow, because I want to find out why she itches in this one ear so bad. And I had asked Alicia, her groomer, you know, if she's seen anything, you know, in that ear. And she said, no, it looks fine. So I've been meaning to take her in to the vet anyhow to see what is causing all that scratching. because that one ear is just, I think it's only the left ear. I gotta really pay attention now before I do take her to the vet to see if it is only the left ear. I notice the left ear the most, but I'll have to see if she's scratching in the right ear at all. Doesn't, you know, other than scratching at it, it doesn't seem to bother her at all, like, you know, if it would be an infection or something. I don't know. A while ago, she had an itching problem, and so the vet had given me a prescription for some cream to put in her ears, and it wasn't that, you know, there was really anything wrong with her ears. I can't remember exactly what she said it was from, but she's just whimpering back here. Bella. How long are we at? Hour and a half. So yeah, this is going to be a longer color in chat. I suppose took me a little while to show all my gel pens in the beginning. So I hope that satisfied the curiosity of those of you who wanted to see all my gel pens. I told you it was a lot. I did put a pack more together for the giveaway when I showed what I was all going to be including in the pack for the giveaway. There were just a few gel pens and then some refills. And as I was going through all my gel pens, I did decide to include a bunch more gel pens, and they're all glitter gel pens because I have so many. So I did include quite a few gel pens in the giveaway packs. So I'll maybe show, you know, again in the morning when I record the giveaway winner. I will show again what's all going to be included. This is not going to work out good. You notice why? If I do this green, I have every single color around this one. What am I gonna do? Crud. Uh-oh. Unless I just do them all green anyhow. Okay, one moment. Come here, Bella. Come on. Come here. I know, Kelly's right there. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come on. Stand there and wag your tail at me. Excuse me. She's too afraid because Callie's in the way. Oh, tickling my throat. One moment. This green is like it's acting like it's running out of ink, and it's not. And I don't want to stop to find a refill. You're the same way when you work with gel pens. You're like, come on, just keep, you know, working. Let me get to the end of this picture. So, yeah. Yeah, it is acting like it's running out, and it definitely isn't. There's plenty of ink in here. This one, I believe, was a completely full one when I started, so I don't know what its problem is. And yes, I am trying to hurry up, as you can tell. This is the last part of the picture. So I'm getting some lines and stuff in here, but with this pen acting up, it doesn't help matters. I should see if I can find the green from the other pack and finish with that. Let me see if I can find the same color. Okay, let's see. It must be this one, I believe. Yeah, I think it's that one. Let's see if this one's any better. Oh, much better. And I'm not even in frame here. Sorry. Gotta get it going first, though. Some, you know, will start out and they're just fine right off the bat. And then others... Okay, that one looks like crap. Oh, gosh. And I gotta do different... I can't do it all green, can I? We gotta go every other one. Okay. No problemo. Then we'll have to do this one, the lighter blue, the aqua blue. Yeah, this one works much better. So I'll have to play around with that one and get it going. As you can see, you know, typically you would think big areas would be easier to color, but when it comes to gel pens, it definitely isn't. I mean, yes, in one respect, it is easier to color than your tiny spaces, but it does, you know, leave lines. I don't color in tiny little circles like I probably should be. I never have. And I know some color that way, and also with their markers. And sometimes I'll color with markers in tiny little circles, and sometimes I don't. If I'm in a big hurry to get, you know, when you're in big open spaces with alcohol markers, you're kind of in a hurry because you have to continuously get that alcohol ink down on the paper before that area. Let's go over here so I don't go over the top of wet. You know, you have to continuously color over that previous area so you stay on a wet edge of the marker, or else you get lines then too. So then I won't go in circles. I just straight color and go as fast as you can, but yet stay in the lines if possible. I kind of have to finish this too. I have to get Jaden in bed. Because he's got to get up in the morning, and Heather does have her OBGYN appointment first, but she's got to take Jaden along when she drops off Maddie in the morning so that they can go straight to his doctor's appointment. So he's got to be up and ready to go in the morning and eat some breakfast. And so it's getting kind of late for him to get into bed. And if he's tired in the morning, you know whose fault it's going to be. It's going to be Grandma's fault. But again, I did not think this video was going to take this long. And we're so close to the end, so I am not going to pause it and Well, it's actually, you know, when we say, oh, I'm going to have to pause, it's not really pausing. It's ending one video and starting another. So then you just piece it together in the editor. At least that's what I have to do on my phone. Now, people with regular recording cameras or camcorders maybe can pause. I don't know. I don't know if I mean, they probably do have that capability, but I have to end the video and then start up a new one, which, you know, really is not a big of a deal. You just have to remember to add it in the editor and put them in the right order. Be kind of funny looking if you put the second part first. And hopefully a person would notice that before you put it up on YouTube. That would be something else. Oh my heavens, I'd be so embarrassed. I wonder if that ever has happened. You would almost think with the number of videos going up on YouTube that somebody would have done that already. Forgot how many millions of minutes of YouTube footage, if you want to call it that, is uploaded. It said every day or every hour. I thought it was every hour. I mean, it is just an unreal number. I said, I cannot imagine the size of servers that YouTube must have that contains all of the YouTube videos, because you know they got to keep them out there so that people can view them years down the road. And you know, they're all stored on servers. So yeah, I just boggles my mind the size of servers and the number of servers they must have. And I would almost assume it wouldn't be in the same area. I would almost think it would be, you know, in different areas of the country. I don't know. I have no idea. But then you would think they would also have to have a backup created also, you know, just in case. Wouldn't that be awful if something catastrophic happened and every person's YouTube video was gone? I mean, the millions and millions of videos that are out there. Oh my. Talk about the end of the world coming, right? Just like Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. We are so addicted to our social media these days, aren't we? I have not been going onto Facebook I very rarely go on Facebook anymore. I haven't been posting my pictures. I've been so bad about that. So I actually did go on to Facebook today, and I actually quit a lot of coloring books and even some diamond painting groups that I had been in. I quit quite a few of them. And it's only because I no longer have the time to keep up with all of that. And I stayed in a few coloring groups. The ones that, you know, I really liked and participated in the most. But yeah, so if any of you have a YouTube channel or a Facebook group out there that I was part of and I accidentally deleted myself from your group, let me know. I just kind of went through, and so many of the names of the Facebook groups are so similar that it's hard to keep them straight, you know? It's like, okay, I know who has this group, but I couldn't remember who had that group, and so, yeah. Because, I mean, days can go by and I'm not on Facebook. Sometimes the only reason I go on is if I get a message in Messenger, and I will go on to read that. But I did, oh, by the way, I did get a message from Sun Life Drawing, and they have sent me a copy of their newest book. I had talked about it in a previous video. It is going to be a little bit different than all their previous books, in that it is going to be drawings of animals in, you know, interacting with people, I guess, something like that. I can't remember for sure. But they are going to be offering, or they have offered, I should say, to have me do a giveaway to you guys, and it will include international. So I am going to be talking with him about that, and we'll be posting a video shortly regarding that giveaway. So be on the lookout for that. By now he probably has responded back to my message about it, so I will include, if I hear back from him, I will include that in the giveaway winner video tomorrow morning, whether there is going to be another giveaway. And I will make a separate video for it, because it has to be its own video, so that everybody can get in on that video too. Keep hitting my gel pens up there. He's in my way. Oh my heavens, I hear the 10 o'clock news on. Oh, Jaden, you should be in bed. I thought I really could just quickly get this done, but I think I am going to have to pause this and come back, and then we will finish this. I'll just quick finish up this section so I can get him into bed, and then I will be back. I didn't realize it was that late. Am I even on screen? Oh yeah. And then I don't have to be in such a cotton picking hurry like I feel like I am right now. I don't like it when I feel like I have to be in a hurry to color, and especially when I am recording for you guys. Alrighty, I will be right back, and I will go get him into bed and be back with you in a bit. Alright, I am back, and Jaden is in bed. Oh my. So now we'll see how well he gets up in the morning. It's all Grandma's fault. Sure hope he ain't gonna be crabby. or Heather gonna be mad at me. Especially where she's got to take him along to her doctor's appointment. So, yeah. Hope he wakes up in a good mood. And because it is getting so late with this video, I am going to wait until the morning to do my other one with the flip throughs of my new coloring books, because I still have to get all these gel pens back in their proper places. And as I was getting him in bed, I was thinking about this mandala and what I'm going to do about the problem with that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, well, no, never mind. It's not going to matter. It's going to say I was going to color over the yellow. Well, actually, yeah, I was right. Color over the yellow dot with one of these colors, and then I can color this all in yellow. Let's see. Gel pens, get out of my way. Okay. Because, yeah, I need a little bit of time to unwind and relax tonight yet, and simmer down for the evening before I go to sleep. Plus the fact Stephen Colbert is going to be on pretty soon. But you never know when his is going to be a repeat or not. I hate that when they do that. Just like some of the, you know, the shows during the season, so many times they're repeats. Boy, I thought, remember the day when the whole season was new shows. You know, they weren't repeats during the season. And now, a lot of them are repeats. So you tune in to one of your favorite shows, and then you're like, I swear I've seen this one before. So you bring up the guide and you look and you see the originally aired on date, and you're like, okay, yeah, that ain't today. It was on already. Bella's all better now. She's not whining back here anymore. Took her out potty and gave her a treat. Now she's all happy. She's all curled up on the couch again. So yeah, no time went by for you guys, but it's about a half hour later for me. And I think I'm gonna get this copied over to my computer right away tonight yet and get it in the editor, do all that fun stuff. Because that all takes time. I can let it do its thing while I maybe color or do what I have to do on my phone and catch up on some YouTube or whatever. It was my and Bob's anniversary today. So, yeah, we don't really do anything to celebrate. Not our wedding anniversary, it's our anniversary for going out. 14 years ago. That just seems unreal. It was that long ago. Let's go over this with green, because maybe it'll make a lighter green, and I don't care if it's, you know, a lighter green. If it's even gonna go. Oh yeah. It'll work. Actually looks kind of neat. And then we just have these areas to color in yellow. Bob was saying this guy that he works with had a pole shed, and I was talking in my last video about how another guy he knew had their pole shed collapse due to the snow. And so this other individual wanted to get his pole shed shoveled off, have the snow shoveled off the roof. And so he hired some Mennonites, and they brought a whole group of guys, I guess, and within the hour, I think Bob said, they had that whole thing shoveled off for $250, which I guess is enough money to have your roof shoveled off, but hey, it is well worth it if it is going to save everything in your pole shed from getting destroyed. Like I said in that other video, there have been some that have collapsed where they had cattle, and there was just one that collapsed this last week, and there were a number of their cattle that got killed and others that they had to have put down because they were injured so badly. And cattle are worth a lot of money. They go for big bucks, especially milking cows. This is hard for me to color this way. I'm coloring sideways instead of up and down. Okay, we are getting there. I can tell I'm starting to get tired. I'm getting quieter. Let's see, let's go around the outside here. I wasn't able to record this morning like I wanted to. Some other things came up. Well, number one, getting up an hour later than I thought I had. Does that daylight savings time screw up anybody else? It's like, why don't they just do away with it? I hate daylight savings time and having to switch time twice a year. You know, it just throws everybody off for a good week or two anyhow. I guess I understand why they originally started it, but it's just a pain. And did you hear President Trump said he would have no problem with doing away with it, but it's not as simple as just him saying that. It's got to go through Congress and everything, so but I would be all for getting rid of it. That would be nice. There are a couple states that don't do it, isn't there? Is it like, there's one out west and then Hawaii, I think, that don't change their time to daylight savings time? It's like, you lucky buggers. So I assume it's up to the state's discretion then, whether you're going to be doing it or not. Must not be a federal mandated thing if a couple of states don't do it. Can't remember what other state it was. I want to say Utah, but I know that's not right. Is it Wyoming? I don't know. I can't remember. Bob and I were talking about it earlier tonight. And it's like, yeah, I know there are a couple states. So it definitely, I don't know. You guys may be of a different opinion. What do you guys think of that? Yay or nay about keeping daylight savings time? Like I said, it always takes a person a week or two to get used to the new time. Yes, it's later at night now, but you know, there's always that offset of being darker longer in the morning. Of course, in a few months, we'll be having our longest days of the year again. In June, and then our days start getting shorter again. Isn't that unreal? I just love the long daylight hours during summer. It's another reason I love summer. Oh, Stephen Colbert's on. Might be a repeat, like I said. It's kind of funny when he talks about, you know, what happened today in the news or whatever, and it's stuff that happened weeks ago. I think he is so hilarious. They couldn't have picked a better host to take over from David Letterman. He is just a hoot. We are almost done. Oh, Bella's woofing in there about something. Ooh, that kind of bled out, didn't it? Probably because I have 2 layers of gel pen in here now. Oh, I think I hear Jaden back up, unless it's Bob. Oh yeah, it's Bob. Just sounds like something Jaden would do where, you know, all of a sudden, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. It's like, you should have done that before. I asked you and you said you didn't have to go. Or else it's this, but Grandma, I can't sleep. I'm not tired. It's like, well, then you gotta just lay there until you get tired, because he'll just say that because he doesn't want to go to bed. You know why is that? When you're a kid, you never want to go to bed. You never want to take naps. And when you get older, you do want to go to bed, and you always want to take naps. Funny how we change as we grow up, right? Even our taste in food can change. There's a number of things that I did not like growing up. Like, oh, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something. Meatloaf. I did not like meatloaf as a kid, and now I do. And there's a number of other things Mom would make, and I'm like, eugh. And now I like it. Your tastes ever change? Seafood is one thing I still do not like. I know some of you love your seafood, shrimp and lobster or whatever, and farthest I get to seafood are fish fries. Those I like. And I love making tilapia at home. So I do like fish. Make tilapia with roasted red potatoes. How come I get on the subject of food so much when I'm making videos? That one video I recorded, it was a while back. Could tell I was hungry because I kept getting back on the subject of food. It's like every conversation I started or every subject I started talking about ended up back at food. So I said, I must be hungry or something. Maybe hadn't had lunch yet that day or something. Because I am not a breakfast eater. I am not hungry when I get up in the morning. So I have just never really been much of a breakfast eater. And I know that's not healthy. I know you're supposed to eat your breakfast. And I never used to eat lunch either. So I didn't eat typically until supper time. And yes, I know that was not a good thing. I know your body starts conserving your calories and you wear things off even slower. But now I eat lunch because I have to make Maddie lunch. So we eat together. All right, this is the one that colors good, and this is the green that I got to fix. So let's zoom back out. We are done. Yay, what do you think? That blue is almost a purplish blue, isn't it? I kind of like that in there. I like the contrast between the dark and the lights with that pop of yellow. Like I said, this is a go-to color scheme that I really like. What I did last night is, or yesterday I should say, I colored a mandala from a different book, a book other than this. And to get a different color scheme to color with, I took one of these tubs, and it was the Cali Art gel pens, opened it up, closed my eyes, and I picked out 5 gel pens. And those are what I colored with. I only had to put one back because it was the same blue as what I already picked out. And what did I end up getting? It was a light and a dark blue, and then a purple, and a brown, and I can't remember what the 5th color was. but it was colors I typically would never put together. But you know, it ended up okay. You know, for a mandala or a design, you can throw any kind of colors you want to together, and it's going to look fine. You know, there's no colors that you can't put together really in a pattern. Do some look better than others? Yeah, but there really is no right or wrong. You know, even in regular coloring books, you can color a tree purple if you want to, right? Okay, anyhow, this is the end of our color and chat. I hope you enjoyed the coloring, and I hope you enjoyed seeing my entire gel pen collection. Yes, I hang my head in shame. Oh well, it kind of goes along with the rest of my collection, right? And my coloring books. And yes, I am totally addicted. Anyhow, if you did enjoy this, please give me that thumbs up and consider subscribing if you are not already. I hope everybody is having a terrific start of the week and that the rest of the week goes great for you. So, good night for now and happy coloring.